Hello, everyone. This is your message for the third week in May. And the card that I drew for you today is Archangel Timiel, clearing. So, as you've seen last week, it has been an intense week of being aware of what is going on within ourselves and within our bodies. And our bodies are really showing us what it needs and how we need to act and react and how we need to take care of ourselves. So, all kinds of new, interesting things that the bodies are portraying to us. So, be very aware and look deeper into what is going on in your life and what is being reflected to you. A very interesting thing that the angels have communicated to me that I also shared in an inspiration over the weekend is that the way that we show up within any situation creates our reality. So if we do not show up with love and compassion, that is not what you are creating within any situation or relationship. Whatever you are open to, or what you reflect, or what you carry into that situation, whether it be fear or anger or abandonment or whatever it is, that is the level of reality that you are responding to and that you are attracting. So if you go into any situation, whether it is difficult or just a normal situation, it is all about you, and it's all about the energy that you carry into that space, and that is what comes back to you. Remember, if we go into a difficult situation ready to fight, that is where we discover that that is what we attract. And you all know this already, but there's a deeper sense of experience in this. We know this information, but it is in experiencing it one-on-one and realizing it for yourself when you are interacting with somebody or even with an animal. As most of you have seen, I've had a wonderful connection with lions and tigers on Saturday. These are animals with which I have connected on soul level many times. And I usually focus on what they need, their emotional needs, their physical needs, if there is illness. I focus on who they need to be with, which animals will go into encampments with each other and will interact in a very good way and will not hurt each other with their soul connections. So it was an amazing day to go and connect to Chindu the tiger, with whom I've connected since she was a cub. So in the beginning, Chindu was there and she was just in my space. And of course, I know that you can't go in a space of fear. You need to be calm. The way you react is everything. And Chindu was there around me and she bumped her head against me. So she was just there. The connection wasn't there yet. And I was struggling to make the noise that tigers make to communicate. And the moment that I sort of got that noise right, she immediately just focused on me. And she came and she looked straight in my eye, and I could see something shifting in her perception. And that moment's connection of recognition in her eyes was just so powerful. And from there, she proceeded to jump up onto my shoulders. And of course, she's very heavy. So it was an interesting situation and connection. But what I saw afterwards, because the energy was so intense, I had to spend the whole of the next day in bed adjusting my DNA and my spiritual energy to this new attunement. And what I realized was in that moment where our souls connected like that, through the eyes, body to body, physical being to physical being, the way we chose to respond to each other, the way we chose to react to the other one's reaction was everything. And it's so true in our daily lives. And this is where the cleansing comes in. How do you hold on to the fear and the pain? How do you carry it? How do you respond to everything in your life from this that you carry. And the cleansing, of course, is for the body and everything, but it's also for the emotions. It's also for taking responsibility for what you carry with you every day. And ask yourself, why? Why do you carry that? Why do you carry that resentment or that mistrust? I get so many clients that don't trust people. And I know these misunderstandings. I know we cannot open up and just surrender to everybody. But you can't live in mistrust, because then you will attract more of that. And that's where you take away your own joy, your own life experience, by living in a space that's not true to your own energy. And our own eternal energy is love and compassion. So allow the angels to guide you in this. Allow the animal kingdom to guide you in this. See how animals react to you. See how people respond to you. And be aware of that truth. Because only in reacting as your true self and bringing that to any situation will you attract that potential into your life, your highest possible soul potential. So allow yourself to be with that today and the rest of the week. The energy is still a bit difficult. Yesterday, as I lie in bed adjusting to this energy, I felt a sense of futility just coming over me. And it's also something I felt being there with the animals and the big cats and the wolves and all the animals that we need to care for in this world. And the sense of futility that how can we do more? How can we do our best? And when I share the photos on Facebook and people ask me, but how are they giving these animals the best possible life? I can't answer that. We can just do the best we can with what we have and learn from them. Learn from the animals as to how they all show up to integrate with us, to teach us, and to integrate with us in our daily lives in physical capacity, so that we can move forward in creating a new earth instead of staying stuck in where we've been and in the destruction and the misuse and the abuse. Learn from what is showing up in your life. Learn from the animals that shows up to you and how you interact with them on soul level, with our more than animals, where you connect to them in spirit, in love and harmony. So I'm going to leave you with that because it's still overwhelming to me. I still see those two blue eyes locking onto my soul, and it has been such a powerful experience that I don't think I'll ever forget it in my life. And we're not all blessed to have those experiences. There are people whose souls chose to work with those animals every day, and they are very blessed, but it's a great responsibility. And we all need to be aware of how we judge or contribute, not only to animals, but to other human beings. Sending you love, lots of love, like always. See you next week. Bye, guys.